People ask me all the time how I do my ring points. So today, I'm going to give you exactly how I do it at the start of every season. So stick around, let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we're going to talk about ring points. I'm going to give you the way I start my season, and without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So when I start every season, I pretty much think about what I want to do when I start off. In my opinion, I think everybody should really focus on gathering at the start, at least for the first few days, or at least until you feel comfortable with what you're doing. So when I start, of course, dominance is the most important thing that you have. With every time you can unlock dominance, you're going to get 10 more spots. So, of course, every 10 levels, make sure you put your point there. But when I start, there's one of two ways that you can do this. What I do is I immediately go into the experience. Yes, 5% isn't a lot, but it is extra. That is the most important thing when it comes to the early game is, in truth, it's a race to 50. Who can get 50 the fastest? So I go into experience first, and then after I max out experience, I immediately jump into gathering. I don't go up here. I go into gathering. I start by putting 10 points into harvest, which gets you 30% extra resource gathered. And then I will put a few points into resource tribute bonus. And then once I have a few points there, then you can kind of play around with other things. But as you can tell, with putting my points in dominance, I am ring level 50 at the moment. I start to go up here and put points into stamina. But this area right here in resource gathering is probably the most important, because in the beginning days, resources are so hard to come by, and every season it just seems to get worse and worse with the areas that we start in. You know, we're in our season 3 right now, so it's became especially hard playing Barracks from our starting location. We have like no grain at all. So that is what I do. Now, the second way you can do this is you can not put any points into experience at all. Just completely ignore that. If you're playing non-roleplay, the side way you can kind of do this is if you have played good side the entire time, then you're going to want to use those good side commanders as quick as you can. So instead of putting those 10 points here, put 1 point in persuasion. This will give you the ability to use one commander. Once you have that point, come down here, put a point here so you can build a barracks, but most importantly, it unlocks this. This right here is what you need for using your opposing side commanders. So if you're playing good, this is going to help you with evil. If you're playing evil, it's going to help you with good. Pretty simple. But you want to at least put your points here. So work on this tree along with the gathering tree. You know, you might have to mix and match a little bit more, and it's not going to be full until you get a few more ring points, but that is an option. Another option, if you're not worried about trying to have troops and reducing your morale and your damage, you just ignore the persuasion tree completely. Don't put anything in experience, and you go full resource gathering, and you just go ahead and go with stamina and control, which is going to give you ability points and more stamina on your commanders. That is the ways to do it. Like if you're trying to go mock battling from the start, it's a terrible idea. For one, until you get a 200 tile, it really is no benefit to you to mock battle at all. It's a waste of time. Farming 130 tiles is the way to go. If you can't hit 130s, then farm 90s until you can hit 130s, so on and so forth. But until you get to a 200 tile, don't mock battle. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of ability points. You're not going to have enough resources to continue your growth with your settlement. So that's what I would do if I was to change anything with the way I do it. I would possibly not go with experience, and I would go with full resource gathering and stamina and control points. That's probably the most beneficial way to do it, but I don't know, that 5 extra percent, I bank on it. I feel like it helps quite a bit. So that's the way I do it. If you like this video, hit the like button. As always, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you out.